When I was a kid, I always fantasized about what it would be like to read an amazing book and become part of its story. And just like Bastion becoming part of the never-ending story as a reader, I truly wished for there to be a way. That thought stayed in the back of my head even as I grew older, and now finally, I get the chance to fulfill my dreams with developer Polyarcs Moss.
Your time has come at last, dear reader.
Moss immediately takes hold of you and throws you into a world of fantasy and wonder. It takes no time to immerse you into the story with the turn of a page. You will find yourself working together with a mouse named Quill and a quest to find her uncle who has been captured. And as the reader, you will follow Quill and help her on her quest. Moss's controls are very easy to get a grip on. Moving and attacking feels smooth, and combat never leaves you feeling like a fish out of water. Only in a few instances can it feel intense, but never fully out of your control. And aside from PlayStation VR's own limitations and the occasional view reset, I didn't find anything that I could pin directly on Moss's controls. As the reader, you control a blue orb that is moved with the use of DualShock motion controls and your PlayStation camera. You use this to move platforms, heal Quill, and control enemies. From the beginning of the game to the end, you will find yourself enthralled and only wanting more. I constantly found myself checking corners and leaning all directions just to find that collectible that was just out of view. When you finish a chapter and get transported to a grand library with the Book of Moss sitting in front of you. You would think this transition would take you out of the immersion, but it only further sets you into the role as reader and serves to continue the role you and Quill play throughout the wonderful storytelling. Each time you visit the library, you can see that time has progressed while reading. The atmosphere completely changes, turning from night to day, truly making you feel like you read a grand story. While you're running around in the world of Moss, it truly does grasp at your core. In that I mean, anytime Quill gets hurt or dies, it truly pulls at your heartstrings, making you not want to make the same mistake twice. I constantly found myself taking the time to really enjoy the environments and also enjoy petting Quill, even though she would probably rather continue the journey. The combat and environment aside, the puzzles you encounter throughout the game further your role as the reader. And for the most part, puzzles never took me too long to solve, and the ones that did gave me that great satisfaction of an aha moment. Also, even if you find yourself stuck, Quill would often have no qualms about pointing the way for you to go. With a price tag of $30 and around a 4-hour story, you might find yourself asking, is it worth it? In my opinion, you won't regret getting your hands on this title. It's a great start for any beginning VR enthusiast or even someone who's well versed in VR. The environment and story are constantly keeping your attention, and if you are a completionist like me, the story should take you around 6 hours just to get all those collectibles.
But she felt no danger from
Polyarc has truly made a worthwhile VR platformer, and with a book 2 on the way, I really can't wait. This has been a Foxheart Fireforge Gaming review. I would like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.